Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, September 13th, 2023. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Well, we've had a cold front already start to approach the region and start to move through with a prefrontal trough that produced some heavier rainfall this morning. Conditions are only going to start to improve as we move forward. So that's the good news. The bad news is that we still have to deal with some impacts from Lee, which we'll talk about in a moment, and also a few additional thunderstorms this afternoon. So let's dive into this forecast and take a look at our observations. First of all, we have temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, a few lower 60s where we had some heavier rainfall, lower to mid 70s along the coast, with winds gradually veering from the south to the west as our cold front is moving through. You can see the evolution here of our cold air transport with the colder air coming in and a lower humidity, which is really important to observe as we are going to be moving into a far more comfortable weather pattern. But in the meantime, we're going to still have to dodge a few showers and thunderstorms. So I'm going to take a look at our radar and surface map from WeatherTap. You can see the heaviest rainfall is now cleared the coast here. Okay, and it's still lingering over portions of Long Island and Connecticut, but the bulk of the heaviest rainfall is pushing east. But the cold front hasn't moved through yet, so that's going to continue to keep our threat alive for isolated showers and thunderstorms through this afternoon and into the early evening hours until this cold front clears out. And a few of these thunderstorms will be capable of reaching severe levels. Now, that best potential for severe levels likely is focused over Connecticut and Long Island, where we have what's called vertical wind shear more likely. So we're going to have to watch out to see if any of these cells could produce a little bit of a surprise. But really, the entire region is still at threat for a few of these isolated thunderstorms. Primary concern is going to be the heavy downpours. Once this cold front clears out, then we start to improve with much lower humidity taking hold throughout the region. In the meantime, you can see on our visible satellite picture, overcast cloud cover this morning will give way by this evening with clearing skies behind the cold front. Now, as we zoom out, there is Lee. There's a lot of factors influencing Lee, and one of them is dry air, which is really important because this will allow Lee to start to weaken. That combined with what we call vertical wind shear from the southwest and colder waters due to what happened with Franklin lingering over the western Atlantic for several days, almost 2 weeks. It allowed a lot more colder water setting up here because of upwelling. So as a result, as Lee's lifting into that, it doesn't have as much warm water to work with. It has an unfavorable upper level environment. These all are going to combine to lead to weakening. But the most important factor this morning, for those of us in the northern Atlantic at least, is the fact that Lee is turning to the northwest, well to the east of 70 west. And that's a very important line of longitude for me. You see, once a hurricane gets to the west of 70 west, then it opens up a whole potential here of impacts on the east coast. But if it turns to the north to the east of 70 west, it really limits its potential because of the size of the storm. Size matters in this scenario because the larger the storm, the longer it takes for it to make that turn. So in this case, this storm, which is expanding in size, is not going to have the potential of impacting pretty much the northern Atlantic directly, but there will be some indirect factors. You see, as Lee is lifting north, this cold front will clear through. It will pull Lee northward and start to interact with another trough that's going to be swinging through for this weekend. That trough will lead to Lee transitioning into what we call an extratropical storm as it's lifting up into the Gulf of Maine. And what that will do is that it will expand the size of the storm, expand the wind field of the storm, leading to breezy conditions, but dry conditions and plenty of sunshine for much of the northern Atlantic. But for those of you in Connecticut and Long Island, you're going to have to keep an eye out for some showers and thunderstorms rotating south from the Gulf of Maine into your locations with some heavier downpours. So that's what we're going to watch out for on Saturday. In the meantime, we're also going to have some enhanced wave heights and the potential for coastal flooding. The rest of the region, quiet. High pressure takes control, remains in control for several days with very comfortable weather conditions. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, Look for scattered showers and thunderstorms lingering as the cold front continues to move through the region. Look for high temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 70s over the northern interior, mid to upper 70s along the coast, and upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. For tonight into tomorrow, look for clearing skies, lower humidity, temperatures falling off into the upper 40s to mid 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s in the suburbs, and lower to mid 60s in the Delaware River Valley. For tomorrow afternoon, high pressure takes hold with clear skies, tranquil conditions. Look for high temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, mid to upper 70s along the coast. On Friday, high pressure remains in control. You can see Lee lifting northward. It's going to lead to breezy conditions, winds coming in from the north around 5 to 15 miles per hour, pushing up to about 20 miles per hour on the immediate coast with sky cloud covered to clear skies. There is a threat maybe for an isolated shower or two pushing into Long Island in the evening hours, but for the most part, I'm expecting dry conditions. Look for low temperatures on Friday ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior and along the coast, lower to mid 70s in the Delaware River Valley. On Saturday, the remnants of Lee at this point will be lifting up towards the Gulf of Maine. That's going to lead to heavy rain pushing into locations like Cape Cod, Boston, much of Maine, New Hampshire, possibly pushing a little bit into Vermont, and we're going to have some showers trying to push into Connecticut and Long Island. The rest of the northern Atlantic is going to remain quiet with clear skies, a bit breezy, winds coming in from the northwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour, 15 to 30 miles per hour over the immediate coast and around the coastal waters, but dry conditions for the New York City Metro and Philadelphia Metro. The rain shower potential is pretty much going to be focused on Long Island, especially eastern Long Island, and Connecticut, especially eastern Connecticut. So some of those showers, again, will be capable of some tropical downpours. Look for low temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s in your suburbs, upper 50s to lower 60s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. On Sunday, high pressure will be in control with scattered cloud cover expected. Still a little bit breezy with low temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s over the interior, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast. On Monday, a trough will swing through the region with a few isolated showers. Some of these showers could produce a heavy downpour, but really not looking for all that much of an impact. And by the afternoon hours, most locations will have clear skies taking hold. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 50s. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s over the northern interior, mid to upper 70s along the coast, and upper 70s in the Delaware River Valley. On Tuesday, high pressure will be in place with scattered cloud cover expected. Look for low temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s, mid to upper 50s along the coast, and high temperatures will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, mid to upper 70s along the coast, and upper 70s in the Delaware River Valley. And on Wednesday, high pressure again in place with clear skies expected. Look for low temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s over the interior and along the coast, mid to upper 70s in the Delaware River Valley. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. where we have our live chat, which I'm assuming we're going to be talking about Lee, and probably some questions about the winter. Always do. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.